Welcome back to our channel, Westphalia Digital Nomads. For those who don't know me, my name is Armando, and with my wife Mel, we travel on our VWT for Westphalia. Well, actually, it's not a Westphalia anymore. We spent 1 year living static in an apartment in order to upgrade our van, new engine, 4x4, 6 gear, many other things into the engine, plus a new conversion. It's a unique van, it will be a unique VWT4, and soon we're gonna be back on the road. I would advise you to subscribe to the channel so you can check our new videos when we will back on the road. I think maybe a couple weeks, 3 weeks maximum, and we're gonna be back also on this channel. We just left it a little bit. I took more care on our Italian channel, but we're gonna manage to do both. We'll see. This video is to present a little bit better Mel, my wife, the person that for 9 years lived with me inside a small VW. That's already a World Guinness record. I mean, I'm a tough person to live with. Check the videos, check Mel's interview. I hope you like it.
My name is Mel Candea, but I am married to Armando Costantino. I am from Ronan, Montana. It's in the United States, and I grew up on an Indian reservation. Since 1998. I don't know how many years that means. I think I've been in Europe for 20 years-ish? I'm not sure. I came with an ex-boyfriend. I started teaching in order to, I don't know, make ends meet, what have you. I stayed and broke up with him within a year because I knew this was where I had to be, that Europe was much better than the States was. It was quite a trip. I think I was teaching for 11 years. I was always a photographer and an artist, and I had an art show, photography show. Things just got kind of mixed. I finally, recently, have gone back to my passion of restoring old photos. It's one of my favorite stories, actually. I'm a writer also. I love this story. I was living in a gypsy neighborhood. Around the corner is this laundromat slash pub slash hostel. And I go in there after a 6-day intensive teaching course. And I'm exhausted and I just want a beer. That's all I want. And I sit down and I hear this guy, and he's just loud and obnoxious. Of course, we get to chatting, and he tells me he's a film director. I walked out, and as soon as I got home, I Googled him. And damn, he was a film director. And then this amazing thing happened, like I think his car broke down because he was doing a tour. I get this text and it says, look out your window, but my balcony faced the courtyard where all the gypsies played their music. So I had to actually run down the steps, open the door, and there he is, standing in the shadows, waiting for me. And that was the moment. We had gone through so many different possibilities if we do planes, trains, automobiles, what have you. Armando was in Prague and he was doing street art to get cash. And I was still in Brno, kind of waiting on him, because the funniest thing is he asked me if I wanted to travel with him. I said yes automatically, and then he went into panic mode. He was like, oh, I didn't expect you to say yes. Then he came up with the idea, and I think it happened in a hostel in Prague, I'm not sure. When he looked out the window, he saw a van. Then he went down to talk to the owner to ask about details. The guy was like, do you want to buy it? I just put it on the market. And Armando's like, yeah. Then I get a phone call. Basically, I've got 2.5 hours. That's the time it takes from Prague to Brno to clean out my stuff and get ready to go, because we've got 24 hours to get into Bulgaria. And that was my notice. I packed one bag. I threw everything else in the garbage, cleaned out my room, and was waiting for him with my one bag to drive 24 hours. Fantastic. At times it was difficult, especially just peeing, having your period, having like womanly issues in a small space. That's not always easy. The second thing, I remember being scared in Morocco because of men and even boys. There was one moment where our van was surrounded by little boys beating on the van, and I was inside and they were screaming and yelling, and it was pretty terrifying. There are those moments where you feel unsafe, but at the same time, I think you can feel unsafe in your own home because people break in, people do bad things. It's not about location, it's more about how you handle yourself. And in Morocco, I discovered that they are terrified of having their photo taken. So I took out my camera and started taking photos, and they all ran away. You can protect yourself. You just have to be kind of creative. Not nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much more tough because I expected, I don't know, I mean, yes, there is snoring, and yes, there is like my time, your time, but I think it actually made us stronger to be in a van because we didn't get to run away from each other. We had to communicate and deal with our problems, and immediately, because you don't have time. You have to be present when you're in such a small space, and you also get a lot more careful and caretaking of each other. You pay attention to the small details much more, and that makes a huge difference in the relationship. I miss the freedom. I miss our dogs running free. I miss taking walks by myself randomly because I know every inch of this space. Like, I'm talking the town. It's exhausting. I clean every single day, which I did in the van, but it took a lot less time. It's just flat. And I feel like our lives before were dynamic and vivid, and waking up to a beautiful sunrise in a different place and falling asleep to a beautiful sunset. Just feeling alive, I suppose. That's what I'm missing most. It's Armando's. It belongs to him, and it's going to be a beautiful surprise for me when I get to see the end result. He needs projects. I don't. It's his project. From what I've seen, oh my goodness gracious, I am so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Because some of the detailing, it's just beyond my expectations. Oh my God, no. That's our baby. No, we would never, ever. No, we did discuss it several times, actually, I think. Oh, no, no, no. Mork is, that's like saying, why don't you sell Ziggy? Why don't you sell Aria? Why don't you sell Armando? He is as much a part of our family as we are. So, no. But with the upgrade, I'm sure he's going to be feeling a little bit like rock star. That's really, really hard to say because, hello, pandemic. But I assume that at some point when the van is finished, we will travel again. And maybe it'll be baby steps until things calm down, or we've got a few ideas about places we would like to go. One is Georgia. That's my personal why not. A friend of mine went there and said it was fantastic. One is Switzerland, which is Armando's choice because of mountains. Basically, we just have to be patient and take small trips nearby so that we can travel again. Some of you might not know, and maybe some of you do know, but I think it's important to know that Ziggy adopted us in Morocco. Aria adopted us in Montenegro. They have changed our lives in such a good way. We would have never met them had we not traveled. And now they're family.
I really hope you like this interview. I did. Well, she speaks very well about me, so not bad. I'm not that monster. I remind you again to subscribe to our channel. It will be fantastic to see numbers growing and will give us a little bit more motivation on publishing more and more as we used to do back in the days. But again, we've been static for a year, so we need first to get back on our rhythm, and then we're gonna start publish new video about our traveling. So what else to say? See you next time.